checking in and watching this. I'm Tim. I'm the lead pastor at Mosaic.
I'm Kim. I'm one of the pastors on staff here at Mosaic.
Hi, and I'm Dallas Lang, attend here at Mosaic just for a little over a year, involved in a couple different ways. My kids are part of the youth group, part of a virtual gathering, and also I work over at Portland Rescue Mission as the director of New Life Ministries.
So really excited about what we get to talk about today. Dallas, thanks for being here. Thanks for stepping into our recording space. I'm glad that we can do 6 feet apart here, and you're able to be here and then jump back in with just your really significant role with Portland Rescue Mission. And
thank you.
So thanks for being here for this moment. So you probably all know this, but if you don't, we've been in this freeze or pause or thaw or whatever it's been called, but we're winding that down, and things are changing tomorrow, December 3rd. Some things seem to be loosening, others not. And so depending on what county and where we're at and all those kinds of things, all that stuff has just gotten announced and goes into effect. I think it goes into effect tomorrow, December 3rd. One thing that is coming up is that there are actually some more freedom that we have number-wise to be in our building as a church. And so while we've said we're not going to be in our building through the end of the year, we do have some new kind of freedoms and higher numbers that we can have, and so we're already looking at what it looks like to come back in 2021 in January, and so we're exploring that. No decisions yet, but encouraged that is right around the corner for us. So excited about that. We're now approaching 9 months with these restrictions, and while we've not enjoyed them and they've been rough, there's actually been some significant ways that we've been celebrating God working. And one of those ways that really is just a wonderful surprise has come through our just long-term friendship and partnership with Portland Rescue Mission. And so what we want to talk about today with Dallas here is kind of this opportunity that God has put in front of us, and it's surprising, but it's been great. So will you kind of tell us a little bit of the story behind that and what we've been able to do together?
Yeah, as Tim mentioned, Mosaic's had a great long-time relationship with Portland Rescue Mission. And just so everybody knows, there's a couple different facets for how that looks. One is which is serving downtown. We call that the Burnside Shelter. So serving at the youth group actually often comes downtown, serving meals there. And Shepherd's Door is a part of Portland Rescue Mission, so a ministry of Portland Rescue Mission, specifically to women and women with kids, just out here in Northeast Portland. And during this time, just like everybody else, Shepherd's Door went through this process of figuring out how to do church at home with women with kids. Of course, while things have shut down, the ministry there has absolutely not. We continue to be open 24/7, of course, because it's a year-long residential life transformation program that does not stop. And likewise with volunteers, inviting people into that community hasn't stopped either. So church on Sunday was unique. It was a unique challenge for everybody. And as Mosaic shifted into an online gathering, they did a couple things that were really unique that we also just aligned really well with. One of which was doing small group virtual gatherings after the service. As we looked at doing a service, we wanted it to be relational. We wanted to do more than just watch on Sunday. We knew that church connection is vital for us. It's vital for the women there at Shepherd's Door. That's part of how we thrive as individuals. So what we decided to do was partner up. And so we decided a few months back now to join in every Sunday and commit to being a part of Mosaic. So Shepherd's Door is essentially a watch party. More so than that, it's a gathering of Mosaic inside the building there at Shepherd's Door.
I love being a part of it. I get to be a part of what we're doing there a couple Sundays a month, and it's just beautiful. It's incredible. We come in, we do what you do in your living room on Sundays, which is we watch the gathering together on a screen. So we watch together as, like you said, a watch party. And then we are at tables, and at those tables, wearing masks and distanced, we get a chance to do what we do in our virtual house gatherings, which is to then talk through what we're learning, what Jesus is showing us. We pray together, and we get to take communion. We also do what we do on Sundays in gatherings when we are meeting in the building, and we have the chance to do this at Shepherd's Door, which there's a really vibrant community of children there. And we have the chance to come in as volunteers and to put on really a Sunday program, a Sunday school for them. We get to hold babies. We get to tell them about Jesus. We get to show them how important they are to him and to his church. And we love being a part of that.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, what happens at Shepherd's Door? What's going on there? In a lot of ways, it's like summer camp, but it's a year-long summer camp. And I say that because it's true because they're there. They're there the entire time. They're there with their kids the entire time. So as you think about all the programs and ministries that need to go on to make that happen every single day, but also like summer camp, there's a lot of faith-based, Christ-centered transformation that's going on. And when you think about those kind of mountaintop experiences, that's happening 24/7 for a year-long process because individuals are coming into this program from all sorts of places in their life. They could be coming from a DHS referral, or maybe they're trying to get reunited with their kids, maybe from a jail or a prison, or a PO is referring them into this program. Maybe just from word of mouth, maybe from a detox center or another treatment center where they're coming out of. Everybody who comes into Shepherd's Door comes in with the commonality of having a brokenness in their life. They're facing huge obstacles. Addiction is part of that process, but also relational obstacles. And so the solution is always relational. We all need that. We all need healthy relationships in our life to sustain us, to make daily right, Christ-honoring decisions. And that's what they need.
So I got to go one Sunday, and as you say that, Dallas, the Christ-centered transformation and through relationships. And so as you're saying that, I'm just remembering I was sitting at a table and there was 3 women from Shepherd's Door there, and the way that they talked to each other and thanked one another. Like there was one woman who said, "Yeah, these are my 2 closest friends." So obviously they had chosen to sit at a table together that Sunday because they were friends. But she was able to say, "Oh, in the most difficult time, I wouldn't have gotten through. I probably would have bailed if it wouldn't have been for the 2 of them." And they had their Bibles out. They were talking about what Jesus was doing in their life. They were talking about what they were reading, what they were praying about, and it was great. I mean, I love sitting on my own couch at home, when we get to participate and watch the gathering with with Abby and our kids that are around, and then jump in our virtual house gathering. But this was like another level too. Like it was a good week off to be there with them and see what's going on.
I think when people enter in, there's a couple common reactions. First of all is they almost always say, "This is not what I expected it was." This is a very nice, large, clean facility that smells great, that looks great, and is full of great-looking people. And that's the second thing that they might notice is, I would have never guessed that these people that I'm sitting around talking to are in a program. They're just like you and me. They have the same problems and struggles that you and I have. And some of the difference, though, is that the magnitude might be greater. Some of those challenges might be a little bit more significant, and therefore the gratitude and the helpfulness and the support and encouragement is sometimes that much more richer as well.
The other thing, as you're saying that I realize for us as a church too, is that I'll personalize it to me. As I drive around our city and see the need, and then that Sunday I got to be at Shepherd's Door and to see these women who, some were on the street, some, like you said, were in jail and detox center, and to see actual hope and transformation and progress happening. And so I can drive around and go, this is, there's another tent in my neighborhood. There's another, but then to have a real life person who is a representative of God working and redeeming another story in our city was so encouraging.
I think it's important that we connect it to the larger issue that we're facing in our city. We're helping women who are coming out of homelessness and addiction. And that is connected to Portland Rescue Mission that's helping men and women who are right on the streets right now who need a meal and shelter. And it's a part of the problem in our city that we see every day when we drive around of people who are isolated and alone and in need of support, homeless in our city. Shepherd's Door is a solution to that. And not only to those adults, but to the kids. So it's a generational breaking of the cycle of homelessness and addiction. And that's the need, coming back to Kim, where you left off there, which is what happens on Sunday. What we're inviting you into is an opportunity to join in to watch Mosaic, to participate in worship and the Word, and to then jump into a table group. We call them virtual gatherings otherwise, but we do them table group format where we sit around the table, we talk about and follow through the guide as everybody else does, and take communion together, and build relationship. And not forgetting that we're inviting these individuals into our church and to be a part of Mosaic, but it's slightly different. Instead of saying, hey, come and see, we're going to, you're right? It's such a great picture of Advent right now as we think about, God sent his son, that God came down and he reached out, and this is our opportunity to reach out and go to individuals to say, hey, you're welcome here.
Absolutely. I just want to also throw out there, I am learning so much while I'm there. So as we're shaped together as a church, I get to be shaped by these women who are sharing their stories of what Jesus is doing in their lives, and they share so openly of worshiping with them, responding to Jesus together. Love being a part of it. Want to invite you to be a part of it. So come reach out to me, kim@mosaicportland.org. We'd love to have you come check out a Sunday. If you come on a Sunday and you want to come onto a regular rotation of being there once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month, whatever works for you, we would love to get you on that rotation. So we will invite you to come worship with us, be a part of the table discussion. And if you are able and have a heart to work with kids, to serve kids, to teach them, and to serve these moms so that they can worship, we would love to have you. So please let me know. Reach out to me.
Yeah, maybe if you have gone already and you've been blessed by it, a lot of people say, man, that was so great to worship with people. Drop something in the comments. Just put a word out there to say, hey, I was there. Trust me, it's great. We can use more adults at table groups, just having those conversations, taking communion. We could use helpers in the kids center, watching the kids during the service. About 9:40 to about 11:15 is the time commitment. And if you come and you commit, we'll give you an orientation so you're trained and well equipped. And if you can't do this, you don't feel comfortable doing this, you're not ready for this yet, whatever reason, that's okay too. There's other ways to get involved. We're a part of the Advent Project, so there's some gift-giving opportunities. You can get involved that way. Of course, appreciate your prayers for safety and continued ministry and life transformation.
Dallas, thanks again so much for being here. And again, just want to, with us, just celebrate what God's doing in and through us. Our Advent series, we've said light shines in the darkness, and that Jesus is the light, but then he also calls us to be the light. And as you're sharing these stories, it's one of the ways that God is working through churches, through our church in Portland to be a light. And there's obviously, you're a director at Portland Rescue Mission. We've got others of you, a part of our church that are on staff there, tons that have served over the years there. And this is a way that God is working through the local church to bring about more of his kingdom in our city.
I just want to say thank you because it has been so beneficial to the women. I think about our Anchored series, and I watch the women, Bibles opened every Sunday, taking notes, just engaged and really benefiting from that message series that just so much touched them where they're at, knowing that, life is complex, complicated, difficult, and being anchored in Jesus is what's going to get you through. So thank you so much for what you do, for being a part of it, for you guys investing personally in it as well. You guys have been awesome.
That wasn't planned, so thanks, Dallas. But yeah, absolutely. It's a joy. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Miss you. Love you. See you soon.